Hello, my wonderful friends. Mega's here back in the library. I still haven't got to town and got my hot cocoa, so I'm having some warm peppermint tea, and it's good. I miss my cocoa. My life is hot cocoa in my library, but I'm kind of having fun with these other teas, the spiced chai yesterday. So, today's video, I do want to talk about Happy Place for our book club, and it came to my attention. I thought we had gone from 200 down to one, but now we have two. I've discovered. Butterflies and Cucumbers said that she's with us. She's on chapter 9. I'm just at chapter 8. So I thought we got to talk about it. This is the cutest book. I am loving it so much. And then I was going to do a little book review. I wanted to talk about dragon books. I love dragons, and I was thinking that might be a fun thing. Give some book recommendations for those of you that also love dragons. Some books I think you would enjoy. But something happened today that changed my mind of the books I wanted to talk about. So today we're actually going to talk about old man books. A Man Called Ove, which is a great book. And so I'm really excited. If you haven't read this yet, please get it. We'll talk more about it, but I got to tell you what brought this on. First, let me show you what I did today. I'm going to show you my bikes here. Take a look at this. Okay, so that's my sport bike. It's a GSXR, and then my dirt bike, Husqvarna. And I woke up with so much energy. I'm 53 years old. I don't know how old that is, actually. I'm starting to try to feel it out. My neighbors called, and they wanted to go for a group ride. And so I thought, all right, let's do it. And so I jumped up and I lifted some weights. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good. I took my dirt bike out and I'm sliding around and jumping and just having the time of my life. And then I jump on the sport bike and we just head off around the lake on this long adventure, having a great time. But all of a sudden, my age starts catching up with me. I got so exhausted. I mean, it was embarrassing, guys. I got a cramp so bad, especially on a sport bike like that. You're just hunched over. They're small. I got such a bad cramp in my hip. And I'm thinking if I pull over, they're going to think I wrecked or something, wonder what happened to me. I had to get off. I'm stretching. Of course, they come back. I got a cramp. I'm old. Ha, ha, ha. And then we keep going. My friends, by the time I didn't even, I was probably still 30 minutes from the house. I had to get off. I was sweating. I was nauseous. I was just like, oh, this isn't good. I'm too old for this, and I was feeling so old, and it got me thinking about, instead of talking about dragon books, I want to talk about A Man Called Ove. And I love giving you guys books that I know you will love. And Frederick Bachman, if you read this and like this, just read everything he does. Every chapter, I don't know how he does it, but every chapter hits so hard, right in the heart. You'll either end it laughing or crying, or it's just, he pulls out such emotion every single chapter. It's so good. And so this is a old guy, and he's lost his spouse, and it's trigger warnings. He's suicidal, a loss, but I think it's done so well. And a family moves in next door to him, and they have kids, and the kids just, of course, drive him insane, but also get straight to his heart. And they bring him in as part of it. Even as I'm talking about this, I start to get emotional when I think about this book. There is a movie out with Tom Hanks. I did watch it also, but the book is it. You feel the feels. It just goes so much deeper into the character development. So, feeling old today. Maybe tomorrow when I'm feeling a little more rambunctious, we'll talk about dragons. What's funny? Is this funny? I don't know. You guys notice I shaved my beard down. There was a few reasons, but one of them, I can't remember if I shared this with you guys. So I was hiking this year and coming down a hill and had my long gray beard. And I guess I looked like I was struggling. I don't know. But a young couple walk up behind me, each grab my elbow and are helping me. And I'm thinking, how freaking old do I look? And I was thinking, maybe if I trim my gray beard a little bit, would that even help? I don't know, guys. Yeah. But all I know is today. I mean, it's every day. When I come to my place and I got my warm beverage and my books and my library and being home. God, I love being home. I don't know why I leave. Matter of fact, I don't know if this is a funny story. Should I even tell this? Hold on. I'm so proud of myself. I'm thinking, usually I just blurt stuff out and then people get mad at me and unsubscribe. I think I can tell this if I do it correctly. So there was one of our wonderful friends, and they had that medical condition where they couldn't leave the house, right? It's such a fear. And I remember them telling me that because of Asha and that message, that they were completely healed from it and could leave the house. And of course, I'm all, that's awesome, right? But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, do you really want to let that go? I mean, you got a doctor's excuse to stay home, read books, and drink cocoa, But I know, I'm sure you want that choice to go. And then when you come back, of course, you'd enjoy it more. I'm sure you get cabin fever, being stuck inside all the time. But, man, I've often thought about pulling that trigger, just like, I don't ever want to leave the library, just to have my hot cocoa and my books. And I'm so cozy here. But anyway, so Emily Henry, Happy Place. Oh my God, I am loving this. I knew I was going to like it just from when I read the back. I knew it, and I've got plenty of Emily Henry books, and I've liked all of them. Some more than others, but I like all of them. This one, though, it might be my favorite now, at least so far. I'm only 8 chapters into it. I love the banter between Harriet and Wynne. The chapter I just finished, I believe it was 7. They had a flashback. Now she's thinking back to when they first met, and just that witty banter, kind of that sexual tension and the innuendos and stuff. But oh my God, this is such good writing. It's so, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's laugh out loud funny, but you'll find yourself chuckling, thinking, oh, that's clever. That is so good. Absolutely loving this. We talked about this when we first I chose this book. You know what we need to do next time? We'll vote again about what book. And I think that's a big part of why we lost so many from book club. I'm not ready to quit yet, guys. But I mean, we started off strong. We're down to, I think, 2 that I know of. Maybe there's some. If there's another one, tell me. I got so excited. What's your name, by the way? I think it's like on your thumbnail, it said Butterfly Cucumbers. I'd love to know your name, though. So I was so happy to have 2. But I think what happened is the other books we kind of voted on. Everyone had a say. This one I just chose because I needed to feel happy. So much going on in the world, and I try to keep it out, and I do a pretty good job at it. But like yesterday, sometimes it seeps in, and I just wanted a happy book. And so far, I mean, it's got the beach vibes. It's just, you feel like you're in this little seaside town. The house has become like a character in the book. I can picture the house, and the friends, great character development. Again, that's what Frederick Bachman is so good about. That's what makes you care. What makes these stories live with you long after they're gone. I think of, as we're talking about book club, the books that we've read thus far, they stick with you. The characters stick with you. I don't think they will ever leave us. And it's because of that character development where you just fall in love with them. You know them so well. It makes me think, I wish we knew people in our real life that well, We know their background. I love books, how they tell you someone's acting a certain way, but you get into their heads and see why they're acting that way. What happened to them in their past to bring out that emotion or that overreaction or, I think that's beautiful. I wish we were open enough to have relationships like that with people. And there are, but they're few. They're rare. I have a few. Of course, me and my kids are super tight. And then my best friend, Eric, I've talked about many times on this channel. We're friends since kids. And that's a funny dynamic. When you have one of those friends that you had since you were a kid, we get together and we turn back into kids. It's hilarious. And I love it. And that's one of those relationships. I know everything going on in his head. I know, it's like a book. I'm in his head, right? And I think that's beautiful. We're talking about happy place. I go down these rabbit trails. I don't know why you guys even listen to me, but I'm so glad you're here. I look forward to this every day. I look forward to coming over the library, grabbing my book, something warm to drink, and just getting in front of the camera and talking to you guys. You guys were so sweet yesterday in the comments. I was struggling. That hit me so hard. Just that, what's going on over there, man. I couldn't shake it for a while. And you guys were so caring. I felt your love and your prayers. Absolutely beautiful. So back to happy place. This is a happy place. The seaside town, right? I feel like you smell the salt air. You can taste the lobster rolls. This friendship group, and we're just barely into this. And then again, the banter between the two. It's so good. One of my favorite TV shows, Frasier, the banter between like Niles and Frasier was always so good. It reminds me a lot of that. It's smart, right? And they don't talk down to you. They just have faith that you'll get it, and I love that kind of humor. So if you haven't got it yet and you're looking for just a happy love story, right? I'm barely into it. Right there's my bookmark. And then you got to get A Man Called Uva, Frederick Bachman. And again, if you like this, just buy everything he's ever written. I think you'll love it. But start with this one. It's so good. And it's about an old man. And I was feeling really old today, guys. When I'm standing on the side of the road thinking, I might be getting too old for this. I'm just thinking, can't wait to get back again to my library. Didn't have my cocoa, but I'm kind of enjoying my herbal teas again. That's pretty good. That peppermint's good. That spiced chai was real good. It had like some clove thing going on yesterday. I might go make a cup of that now. Well, I think I'm going to keep reading some more Happy Place. Guys, I love you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.